Break the board sports. It's your boy RJ Cash. Here we go. Net worth SEC college hoops on the hardwood on Saturday. Click that like, hit subscribe. Going to touch on a couple SEC games, so let's run down through them. Now we got an early start today. Ole Miss at Kentucky. Kentucky laying 10.5. 144.5 is the total here. Now 80% of the ticket count, 92% of the handle going over that 144.5. 20% ticket count, 8% of the handle going to the under 144.5. Now, as far as the side goes, 59% of the ticket count equaling 48% of the handle going to Ole Miss, 41% ticket count, 52% of the handle here going to the Kentucky Wildcats. Now, Kentucky 13-6 overall, 10-2 at home. Ole Miss 11-8 straight up here, 2-2 on the road as we start to get into the conference plays and whatnot. Now, the Rebs on the road, Ole Miss, they dropped down about 4 points per game. They're averaging 71.1 points per game as to where Kentucky averaging 84.1 points per game at home. Ole Miss giving up 76.6 points per game on the road. Kentucky 67.1 points per game at home is what they give up. Ole Miss has really struggled to cover the spread. Over their last 18 games, Ole Miss is just 5-13 ATS, but they're 5-2 against the spread their last 7 versus Kentucky Wildcats. Now, the spread part hasn't been bad as far as that's concerned, but man, head-to-head it has been. Kentucky has beaten Ole Miss 14 of the last 16 matchups, and Kentucky has won 10 straight at Rupp Arena over Ole Miss. Ole Miss, on top of that, just 2-5 their last 7 on the road. Kentucky 8-2 straight up their last 10 games overall. Again, 11-2 their last 13 at home, and the dominance 10 straight up wins at home against Ole Miss. Really dominate them there. Listen, I ultimately didn't get to the window on this game. I do think if you're one of those people that likes to put together your parlays, your 3-4 parlays on heavy money lines, I know that's a very square thing to do. I don't, I would say maybe do one a day, trying to, just get one across the finish line. But I would put Kentucky in those. Obviously, Kentucky wins the game. Laying 10.5, I'm not keen on. If I had to bet it, though, I would probably lay it with Kentucky, but was just a stay away for me as far as that game is concerned. Next game on the board, probably one of the better games of the day, sneaky game. Number 21, Georgia at Texas. Now, Texas is a 3-point favored. 169.5 is our total. 42% of the ticket count, equaling 84% of the handle, is going over the 169.5. 58% ticket count, 16% of the handle going under 169.5. Now, as far as the spread breaks out, 57% of the ticket count, equaling 14% of the money, is on Georgia plus the 3. 43% ticket count, 86% of the handle is taking the Texas Longhorns here, laying the 3 points. Look, when you look at this game between Georgia and Texas, obviously Georgia has way exceeded expectations here, ranked 21st in the country, playing really, really good basketball. They play at a really fast pace, right? They like to push the ball up the floor. 16-3 on the year, 3-1 on the road. Now Texas 11-8 straight up, 8-3 at home are the Longhorns. Now these two teams played once last year. That was in Texas, a game Georgia won 83-67. Georgia has put up back-to-back wins at home versus Arkansas and on the road at Missouri, as to where Texas back-to-back losses to Texas A&M by 4. And they just lost to Kentucky by 5. Before those two games, they beat Alabama at Alabama, which was a really good win. And then we had them at home catching the points against Vanderbilt. If you remember, they got the better of Vanderbilt in that game. Were able to get across. Texas has been a real Jekyll and Hyde team throughout the year. So it's really hard to get a take on where they're at in a lot of these games sometimes. With that being said, I think Texas is very formidable here. Now, Georgia, again, number 1 scoring offense in the country, 94.8 points per game, but that drops significantly. On the road, they average 82.2 points per game, as to where Texas averages 90.6. Georgia giving up 76.8 points per game on the road. Texas giving up 72 0.9 points per game. So Texas, they have some edges here. Georgia, again, that number one scoring offense in the country, ranked 21st, but they're just 3-6 against the spread their last 9. Again, we talked about them 16-3 against Texas. Georgia's been dominant though, 6-1 straight up their last 7 versus the Longhorns. They're also 6-1 ATS their last 7 on the road. They've been really, really good. Georgia 8-3 their last 11 versus SEC competition. When you flip over to Texas, just 2-4 their last 6, but at home they've won 8 of their last 11 at home. And when they're in the role of the favorite, the total tends to go over. It's went over the total 6 of the last 8 games. They've also played to the over 10 of their last 14 overall. Have the Texas Longhorns. Listen, I like the Longhorns in this game. Laying 3. I would take that laying the 3 with the Texas Longhorns. That is my play on this game. Next game on the board, want to get to one of the better games of the whole entire day. Here we got Tennessee at Alabama. Now this one's going to be a good one. Alabama is a 3.5 point favored here. There's some 5s that have started to pop up. Sorry, 3.5 the opener. Now we're at 5. Tennessee getting 26% of ticket count, 18% of the handle is to where 17th ranked Bama, 74% of ticket count, 82% of the handle. Now our total here in this one, 167.5, 60% of bets to the over, 40% to the under. And the money's a little bit more slight than that. 73% of the money going over the total, 27% of the money going under. Now the Vols come in 12-6, Crimson Tide 13-5. When you dig into some stats in this, Tennessee 72.6 points per game on the road, as to where Bama, one of the best, 93.3 points per game at home. Tennessee giving up 74.4 points per game on the road. Bama giving up 80.4 points per game on the road. Tennessee, we talked about 12-6 their last 18, but they're just 1-4 ATS their last 5, but they've had so much success against Bama. In the last 5 head-to-head matchups between Tennessee and Bama, Tennessee is both 4-1 straight up and ATS. But as of late, Tennessee hasn't been able to cover on the road. Rick Barnes' club just 0-5 against the spread their last 5 on the road. They've really struggled there. Now, when these two teams hook up in Bama, the under is cashed in 5 straight meetings. Alabama, we talked about 10-3, their last 13. They're just 3-6 against the spread, though, their last 9 overall. Head-to-head, we talked about 5 straight in Bama went under the total. If you take a bigger snapshot over the last 13 games, period, between these two teams, the under is cashed 12 of the last 13. Now, Alabama has won 5 of their last 6 home games. So, again, Bama very, very tough at home. Tough team to play against for sure when they're at home here. Laying 5, it's up to 5 now. Laying 5, I'll lay it with Alabama. But I also think one of your better bets of the day is it's going to be about minus 155, but you take Alabama and Kentucky in a money line parlay. I know it's minus 155, but I think that's good value there for that one. Again, I also like Texas laying 3 here today. RJ Cash, Break the Board Sports, giving you stats, trends, information to help you with your handicap. Go to breaktheboardsports.com, promo code NFL50, all caps. Whether you fade or follow, hope you guys win your bets. God bless and happy handicapping.